Good day to you. My name is Maria Kondzielska and this is Poland Daily Culture, and today more Poland Daily Philosophy, because we are asking ourselves the question about Russian mentality, ongoing war in Ukraine, and how to understand things which are happening behind our border. With us is Marek Kondzielski, Polish philosopher. Thank you again for coming to our studio.
Thank you for inviting me to your program.
Those are very hard questions, and problems, especially to talk on air in television, because after all, it's hard to exquisite and name things rightly. But what's going on in Ukraine right now shows us huge violence of Russian society and huge violence of Russian soldiers, which we see the pictures in media. We see the testimonies of Ukrainian citizens, but still Russian diplomacy, which I have no idea why it is even given a voice in public media or in some international conferences, but they are still lying about things. They are still saying it's not true, or it is a misunderstanding or propaganda, or something is totally different. How even to take people like this seriously, and how to understand Russians?
This lying is not going to stop unless something terrifying will happen to Russia. And terrifying, I mean that probably it is only unconditional surrender that might change the situation. These are also observations of Stanisław Katmackiewicz that we discussed last time, a Polish writer who used to analyze Russian policy and Russian mentality very deeply in his books. And one of the observations he made is that communism intensified something that was traditionally in their policy, which is simply imperialism, Russian imperialism as far as foreign policy is concerned, and as far as domestic policy is concerned, it is internal terror. It simply intensified this to the level unknown previously, but these are still the same phenomena that were observed in the monarchy when Tsar was ruling Russia. And this imperialism is a constant element in Russian foreign policy. So this is something hard to understand, that the state that is already the largest in terms of area in the world still thinks in a category to enlarge their area, the area of their ruling.
And this is also the way how to deal with their internal problems as well. Whenever they have any internal problems, they are just putting them as an external element, so conquering, invading, or taking part in some kind of form of war next to their borders.
We have to admit they perceive their own country as a very special one that has historical mission, that is defending traditional values against the West, that is surrounding Russia, and that is threatening Russia. So all they do, they defend themselves, and they defend in a way they perceive is the most proper, by attacking neighboring countries, which are hostile, which are in their terms aggressive, but simply they form another type of civilization that is completely incompatible with the Russian one. So what Katmackiewicz used to observe is this drive towards Russian imperialism, which manifests in this desire to grab more territories and to influence the policy of all European countries, with special focus on Central and Eastern Europe and on Balkan states. So those elements are not changing in Russian foreign policy. We used to observe the same in South Russia, we used to observe the same during the Soviet Union, and we are observing the same right now. And also what Katmackiewicz underlined, that there are no hopes that something may change in Russia on its own. I mean, we should not hope for any partitioning of Russia or some interior overturn of the government or anything like this, because they are very associated with their goals, and they really support their government, and they are very durable to hard conditions of life, as long as they believe that they have fulfilling their mission.
Imperial state also, that they are
And the mission is imperial state is just the tool, the way they are trying to defend their own civilization. This is what they really believe.
Well, I fully understand, which is also horrifying, and I would say an eye-opener for everyone in the West. This ongoing war in Ukraine, and the way how soldiers are treating normal people, and everything, all the means which justify the cause, and the cause altogether is horrible. And everything what the Russian diplomats are saying openly in public spaces is an eye-opener to everyone in the West, that there will be no stop of this war unless Russia really falls down. And thank you for watching Poland Daily Culture.